Alright everyone, T-Fox here. So today, a friend of mine I'm subscribed to TheQuartering because I like to know exactly what kind of lunacies he's going to say next. But a friend of mine who's also subscribed told me about this video that I completely missed. So basically, in that video, once again, Jeremy is complaining about women. That's There's like Brie Larson. He's super deep in Brie Larson. I don't know why. My theory is that he's so much in love with her that you know, he can't get her. So, the type of guy who's like, if no one can have you, if I can't have you, no one can. Exactly that kind of nonsense. So now he's complaining about Zorro. See, look, I've seen the original Zorros, the one with Antonio Banderas, the first one, the second one, and I loved it. I loved that movie, and I love everything about it. So if they're doing a reboot and they're not putting Zorro, which is the guy, and they're putting it instead for a girl, what's wrong with that? I personally do not understand those men that always lose their mind when it comes to women being in a certain position in a different movie, and they're like, oh, just write a different story, an original story, don't swap out the information, and they're complaining about it so much. It's kind of like, if it's so bad, what, Jeremy has what, 1 million subscriber, he makes decent money or anything like that, make your own movie. How's that? Like, they're all about free speech and you can say whatever you want and you have your own personality. The minute someone else does their own thing, they complain about it. Oh my god. It's super annoying just to hear all the time the same type of people complaining about that. So we're gonna see exactly what's that about.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from TheQuartering. Nobody asked for this, and nobody wants this, and you'll blame us when it fails news. The new gender-swapped Zorro series apparently will focus on social justice. Can't wait to not watch this. NBC has announced that they will be producing a Robert Rodriguez. Jeez, why can't I say that name? Directed gender-swapped television reboot of Zorro. Again, I don't know what else to say here than smash the like button if you agree that nobody asked for this. I mean, what? Nobody wanted this, and when it tanks, you're gonna blame, well, men probably. Alongside Rodriguez, the series creative team includes writer-director Rebecca Rodriguez, sister of Robert, and
so now it's an assault on men. If it tanks, they're gonna be men. It's again an assault of men. It's those same men again that always seems to think that men is under assault. Men on this planet is under assault. When you have that kid in a family and both parents always say that they don't have any favorites, but they always favor that kid, and then he grows up to that exactly, and then the minute he comes out from his family boundaries, mom and dad's boundaries, then he realizes that the world doesn't idolizes him as much as he thought. Then he loses it because all his life mommy and daddy told him that he's the best when he's not. Yeah, that's kind of like the same thing. Look, I'm a man myself. I'm not gonna say that I'm under assault. Well, I'm also a man of what people say of a black man of color. So I could say I'm under assault literally. Because every single time I come out of my house, I have to worry about if some weird person that looks at me and gets threatened all the way for no reason decides to either call the cops on me or anything like that. Now, before you keep saying something about, oh no, don't come, it's not race baiting, blah blah blah. Again, like I've lived discrimination myself very often, so I'm just saying.
Director of the film Snowpiercer. Excellent film, I'm told. As well as Modern Family, Sofia Vergara, and her Latin World Entertainment production company. The trio will be joined by Ben Silverman, Howard T. Owens, whose Propagate has a co-production deal with Universal TV. According to the show's announcement press release, Rodriguez's sibling-written, Rebecca-directed Zorro will center on Sola Dominguez, an underground artist who fights for social justice as a contemporary version of the mythic Zorro, whose life is threatened by several criminal organizations after she exposes them. Well, at least the female Zorro looks like a female. That's going in the right direction, I suppose. The concept has purportedly been in production for some time, and they've set to develop a reimagining of Zorro with a female protagonist last season as the company's first project under its first look deal with CBS Studios. I mean, why? I don't understand that.
What do you mean, why? Why not? How about that? Why not? It's not because they're creating this Zorro that the original Zorro is gonna evaporate and go away. I'm pretty sure, Jeremy, you don't even have the copy of the old Zorro. I'm pretty sure of that. And yet you're complaining about this. Like, why not?
This is the peak laziness. It's like, man, nobody watches Golden Girls anymore. How about we create Golden Boys and make it all old men instead? That'll reboot it. Although Golden Girls isn't a great example because it's a timeless classic, but you get what I mean. How about I don't know. I was gonna say Roseanne, but that's also a classic. Anyway, not the Connors. That's an abomination. Now, interestingly, Robert Rodriguez developed in 1998. Antonio Banderas led the Mask of Zorro alongside Spielberg and the Band of Brothers director Michael Solomon. However, the two eventually got replaced by GoldenEye Casino Royale director Martin Campbell. The film featured Catherine Zeta-Jones as Zorro's adult daughter, Elena, who was stolen from him as a child by Don Rafael Montero. One of Montero's men would end Zorro's wife, blah, 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 blah. Now, of course, Elena would eventually be raised by Montero. The announcer was also covered by neurotic founder Gary Buechler, who commented sarcastically that NBC deliberately recycles an unoriginal idea and possibly brings back the balance to the universe and defeats sexism. A female Zorro, though, is not a new idea. Lady Zorro was introduced by Zorro Rides Again, number 9, Matt Wagner, and John Snyder III. A character that impersonates Zorro. Of course. Of course they're impersonating. Now, I love me some Sofia Vergara.
You can hear the contempt in his voice. Of course. Impersonate. Of course she impersonates Zorro. Because, hey, no women could be a Zorro. Come on. Stop that. Please. A little bit of respect.
Two big reasons. You have this Zorro drama with female lead from Robert Rodriguez in the works at NBC. Who wants this? Who? I don't understand. And so what'll happen is, I'll make this video, you'll leave a like on it, you'll have a few laughs, a few yucks, and then woke Twitter will get a hold of it and they'll be like, why do you care? Don't like it, don't watch it. I won't watch it. But then remember that when you write articles,
you won't watch it, yet you make a monetized video where you're complaining about it when it's not even out yet. Doesn't that kind of defeats the purpose, Jeremy? It's kind of like he's already preparing himself to fail and then says at the beginning, oh yeah, they're gonna come at me because, I did something wrong.
and you whine about the show failing, and you look for people to blame, and you invariably will blame me. This isn't like, I know Botting into Comics has their times where they will slant things a little bit, but this is literally from Deadline. Solo Dominguez, an underground artist who fights for social justice as a contemporary version of the mythical Zorro. What? What? Why? Why does this exist? Let's see what the comments are saying. Now, this is on Deadline. It's not like, a like a social justice website, one way or the other. This is a comically stupid idea. I sincerely hope they do just to watch it fail. Me too. There's been multiple female Zorros before. Yes, that's also true. So it has actually nothing to do with Zorro. They're just using it to sell better. Well, yeah. I mean, it's just like the 2016 Ghostbusters. The 2016 Ghostbusters, wanted to use the Ghostbusters name and universe, more specifically, its fandoms and their wallets, but didn't want to have anything to do with the original Ghostbusters. WTF, now we have a female Zorro. What's next? Female Lone Ranger, a female Flash Gordon, female Walker Texas Ranger.
Yes. Why not? First of all, you said Flash Gordon. Well, the Flash, there is a female Flash already, so that's one thing, in a sense, which is fine. Female Lone Ranger. The Lone Ranger is still going to be there. What does it matter if there's a different version of it?
Female Fidel Castro. These folks think that it's being smart and creative, but it's completely the opposite because they aren't reading the room and they're living in their own echo chambers. They continue to pat themselves on the back with this BS. It's already going to be about emasculating men as the primary theme of the show, probably.
See, once again, emasculating men. Those people think that everyone is always out to get them. Well, if you're always thinking that someone's out to get you, emasculating men and going out to get you, maybe whatever you're doing, which might be wrong, you should just take a step back and say, maybe some of the things I've been doing for decades and decades, I've never got a slap on the wrist for it. Maybe I should think back why a very significant portion of people don't like it. Instead of saying, I'm a man and that's just the way it is. No. Try to see where the outrage is coming from. And see exactly why this is happening.
Why can't they just write something original with a female lead? Does anyone remember Xena Warrior Princess? That was a fun romp with genuine female characters that didn't just bash the male species. Yeah, I love Xena. I watched it every week. Why does this read like Sophia will get the role? That's troubling. I mean, if it was some about great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter of Zorro fighting for social justice, that might have more leeway. Sheesh. Even Zorro loses to the SJWs. Zorro reboot from Robert Rodriguez. Okay, I'm listening. Female Zorro fighting for social justice. Lazy pandering, but okay. Zorro was always a social justice warrior. If they get Michelle Rodriguez or Jessica Alba, it could still be grindhousey fun. Contemporary take. So it's not Zorro at all. It's like a female Machete. I'm still in. NBC series director Rebecca Rodriguez. Nope, I'm out. On a network you can't even do proper pulp. It will just be another crime procedural. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's. I don't understand who would greenlight this, who would be interested in this. To be honest with you, I'm not sure. Like a modern re-release of Zorro, like as a character, is a good idea. People have been inundated with superheroes. They don't want a guy with a sword. Although, if you add some superpowers, maybe, The Witcher does really good. But again, that already has an existing and very large fandom. Not that Zorro doesn't. I don't understand. Is it because oh, it's like a representation thing. We're like, oh, we need more, I don't know, females, so we don't have time to write anything, so let's just take anything that was a man and just make it a woman and then call that a new show.
Yeah, that's another thing right there. He keeps saying woman, and all the time, it's with contempt that he says that. It's it's crazy.
I'm sure Sofia Vergara will probably be playing Zorro, which would be hilarious. Terrible. I mean, this is the same dude that worked on Spy Kids Mission Critical. Hard pass on female Zorro. I'll be interested to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below, though. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Once again, and throughout the video, he talked about Sofia Vergara, and he was like, "Well, I have two big reasons why." Once again, it's again, he sees a woman he can't get, and his first instinct is, oh yeah, I need to bring her down. No, 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 no. You're way too attractive for me to go watch this. If it's you, nope, no. I want you to keep it in your shadow, where only in my head, where I can just keep watching you the way I want. Oh God. I went through his videos, and there are certain videos that he talk about things that actually make sense, and I wouldn't say that I agree 100%, but it's just that you listen to that, okay, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion, but you always zero in on very specific video that's either against females or either against minorities, black people in the first place. And then he comes out with another video that says, "Oh no, I have no problem with females or black people or any other minorities. I have no problem with that. I have a wife." Yeah, misogynistic men around the world have wives, and it doesn't change the fact that they're bad. So it's yeah. I'm not gonna watch that. So that's pretty much it. Like, personally, me, female Zorro, I think would be a very interesting idea, and I hope that they keep going and go through with it. I will be watching it because yeah, a female badass Zorro, and female that comes in and kicks some ass. Why not? I really don't see what's the problem with that. But again, if you guys want to have a different type of discussion or topics you want to share with me, subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and let's see, DM me the information, and then I'll see what I can do. Take care, guys.